Welcome, everyone. Here's another fascinating natural occurrence, otherwise known as pretty much fossilized lightning. That's right, this is fossilized lightning, otherwise known as Fulgurite. So, Fulgurite is readily available, and if you get some really nice pieces of it, it's very expensive. These are kind of low-level, cheapy pieces that I use in so many things. But basically what happens is lightning that hits sand creates this kind of tubular stone. Now, a classical one would be like this, where it creates this kind of tube energy. Very interesting. And you can kind of feel the electrical energy from them if you're a sensitive person like myself. But this is created by lightning. So you can imagine the power of this. I'm trying to figure what the 100 million volts it takes to do this. Wow. So these are found all over the world, particularly in desert areas. As I said, you can find large ones, small ones, etc. It's not super rare. And if you get a really nice piece, I don't know if they're not super expensive, but you'll pay several $100s for a nice piece. These are very crude ones. Now, I use these very crude ones because the energetic factor isn't any difference whether it's pretty or not. But this is something very few people know about. We know about all the quartz, the rose quartz, amethyst, citrine. I mean, go on and on and on with all of the different types of stones there are out there. And this is something I'm not sure too many people know about. I mean, it certainly is out there and you can find it relatively easily. You can see generally you have this, and sometimes you can get, like I got a bag of this very inexpensively because these are very crude ones. But this is actually lightning that has been made into a physical form. So it hits the sand, it creates this, and it's not a process of sitting there. It's created instantly, and you have to dig it out, I guess. But you can look for this in different sand areas, and I'm assuming there's areas that lightning hits frequently, and it can be gathered depending on where you're at or what kind of deposits you find, because that area had a lot of lightning action. And here's one again. They tend to form these kind of little tubes. So this is classic Fulgurite. But what is this good for? Well, this is a fantastic amplifier. Just imagine the amount of energy that's in here. I can really feel it. So I've been using this in all sorts of things, and we put these in our devices, in our circuits and other things. We use a lot of this everywhere, along with tachyons and so many other things that are very unique to radionic technology. So we use a lot of this, but you can use this as a natural amplifier. Talking about this is natural electricity that is in a fossilized form. So when you use Hertzian field electricities, which are not subtle energies, all this becomes very diffused. But let's say you wanted to put a thought form into, here's a radionic coin, you put your thought form in there, bring me $1,000. You then would take a piece like this, and we're going to sell these online, people, as well. We have them in little bottles. Some of them will be in little bottles, other ones won't be. You put that on your actual coin here, and what have you done? Well, you've just created an amplifier because you're putting together natural electric energies, and it's stimulating the thought form, which is all part of this bioconsciousness process. Now, bioconsciousness is not electromagnetic in nature, but there is a component to that, and this really isn't electromagnetic. I mean, it's a natural, energetic kind of electricity. So that's one way. Now you can use that on so many things. As I said, you can put that in as an additive if you have the plates. This could be added on here on the end plate. So after you put the energy in there, you can use it on your radionic machine in general. These are all ways to use things. Once you put your actual rates in your machine, here's a little machine. You can then put this on the in plate. And now you're sending energy through your entire, boosting it. And, you know, you can use lots of this. You can put it on the in and out. I mean, these things are natural amplifiers. They're great for everything. And as he said, we're going to be selling little bags of these things out there for you. So they're great. They last forever. You can use them everywhere. It's just endless. They're cheap, and they do. One of the great things about this is the fact that it works on this level that is bioenergetic. This is natural electricity created through lightning. So you can just imagine how powerful. I think they say one lightning bolt could power the earth for a long period of time if we channeled these energies, which we don't. I mean, there's huge amounts of energy and electricity of a natural form, and this is all the stuff that tends to be able to be integrated into your consciousness easier and better. So watch for these on our website. They are cool. And the uses really are unlimited. So let's see if we can get a little bit of pendulum reading here and see if, let's take this big piece and here's another way to make a reading, which is, let's get this down here. You can test how much energy is in something. So let's get... let's see if we can get getting too close here. Okay. Show me the amount of energy in this by the spin. You can see it's starting to spin right away. This is very heavy. You got to give it time to build up, but this is a heavy pendulum, and you can see already the kind of power that this has. It's moving this huge pendulum very quickly. And if I keep it here, it'll get even stronger. But it shows that has a really good energy, and it's a positive energy. Show me, let's use a lighter one and see if we can get even a stronger effect in terms of doing it. Show me the energy field of this in strength. You can see again, it moves immediately to start spinning. And you got to hold it here for a minute. You can see how this is starting to get bigger and bigger. There we go. So that's a huge positive energy field that you get from it. And this is a fairly good size of this particular stone. So watch for this on our website. Of course, again, you can use this on here to empower your thought forms you put into your dragon energy. You can do that with as a general amplifier for everything. So another cool stone created instantly, not from millions of years, but it's 100 million volts that hit sand, creates an instant kind of glass-like stone. Because these are pretty fragile in terms of what they are. They're not a solid stone in general. They're very light and they're very glass-like. So it's not your dense stone that has accumulated over millions of years, but who cares? It's the energetic factor you're looking for. So these are great to use on everything. Until next time.